Hi there, I'm Shawn with Premier Speakers Bureau, and I am chatting with a good friend, co-worker, titan of the industry, I'll say, Brian Palmer.
Hey, Shawn.
Of National Speakers Bureau.
Glad to be here with you down in Nashville.
Brian, your father, John Palmer, a legend in the speaking industry, founded National Speakers Bureau in 1972.
Yes, sir.
That is, if my math is correct, it's not always correct, is 5 decades. So your father founds National Speakers Bureau. At some point, you become the heir apparent and take control of it. Tell us how that felt to take over for your father.
Well, that took a while because in 1972, I had just started high school. So I spent a lot of time licking envelopes, stuffing envelopes, and doing all the things that you do in an office before computers came around. But I finished college in 1980. I came to work. The woman I was dating, her dad was a senior executive at a company. So my next day at the office, I booked a really expensive speaker. Yes. And this is easy. But I worked there from 1980, and in 1996, my dad came to me and said, you know what, I want you to run the business. I've been doing this a long time. I want to step back a little bit. So he made me the boss, and I took over and continued to run the business throughout the 90s and in the first part of the next century.
Terrific. John Palmer did not believe in nepotism. It sounds like, Brian. You lick envelopes and you work your way from the mailroom to somewhere at the top of the pile.
Well, and on top of it, everybody said it must be nice for your dad to give you a business. He didn't. He sold it to me. I paid dearly for it, but it happily worked out nicely.
Yeah. Well, I said John Palmer is a legend in our industry, your father, and so much so that we literally have an award named after your father that honors those who do their work with great integrity and ethics. Tell me about the genesis of that award. Was that something that the industry came to you and said, hey, we'd like to honor your father in this way?
Well, actually, it came from he and a woman named Dottie Walters founded the International Association of Speakers Bureaus. And they built it from a small group to now where there's a few hundred members. I'm not sure at what point they decided to establish the award, but they developed these awards, the John Palmer Awards and the Dottie Walters Helping Hands Awards. Those are the two big awards that the association gives, and that's an award that you and I have both been presented.
Absolutely.
Which it's a great honor for me.
Yeah, me as well. I felt very honored and surprised by it. You presented it to me, Brian. When you're there,
right.
You get the opportunity to present that award. Speaking of International Association of Speakers Bureaus, you and I are both very active in that association that oversees our industry, or at least many of our partner bureaus are a part of. And that's how that started a friendship between you and I, ultimately culminating in, hey, both of our companies, Premier Speakers Bureau, has a specific way we like to do business. National Speakers Bureau, your business at the time, has a certain way you like to do business. Culture fit really synced up well. That started a conversation of National Speakers Bureau becoming a partner, or part of, I should say, Premier Speakers Bureau, which was 5+ years ago. Tell me about that transition for you, because that has to be a change for you, running a company to becoming a part of a larger thing.
It was a culture fit. That was apparent to me the times that we worked together on deals. It was very clear that you valued a lot of the same things that we did. I was impressed with how easily the details of the deal came together. I mean, I so appreciated the respect that you and the others showed me and my associates, and it came together. And I said I'd stay around for 3 years, and pretty soon it will be 6 years, and I hope you'll keep me.
We're hoping for 10 plus years. Brian, you say respect was shown, respect was earned in that way. You and your teammates and your staff have earned that respect and our industry is aware of the way that you operate, Brian Palmer, Don Jenkins, who is 20 plus years been at your right hand, a lieutenant, if I can use that term, and other staff members that came over for a period of time. You just do things with high integrity. People would say around you, people say it when you are there and when you're not there, you approach your business with high integrity first. It truly is a relational business first. There's always a business transaction at some point in business, but each opportunity you have to serve a client, placing a speaker with an organization, you take great care to do that at the highest levels. Where did that type of approach come from? And you've instilled that in Don and so many of your other staff members that came over in that transaction. Where does that come from, that desire to always do things at the highest level?
Well, a lot of it came from my dad having been in the entertainment business. He was a band leader. He traveled around the country with a lot of celebrities who sang and needed a band, an orchestra. I mean, it wasn't a little band, it was a 16-piece orchestra. And my dad would talk about how you have this one moment in time. These people have taken time out of their evenings to come and see this show, to watch somebody sing, maybe dance. And he always put forth great effort to make sure that the show went well. And that, I mean, in some ways, we're on the fringes of the entertainment business, where we are part of events and people want it to be interesting and entertaining and memorable. And we can't take a chance with the people that we recommend. I mean, people spend a lot of these meetings we're part of cost over $1 million.
Wow.
And when 500 of your most important people are sitting there listening to what this person has to say, it better be good, it better be right, it better be on target, and it better help lift that organization's objectives. And so with that vision in mind for these events, it becomes, for me, a lot easier to do the right thing, recommend the right people, not an obligation to fill somebody's calendar, but a desire to help an organization achieve their objectives. And those are conversations that we have almost daily.
Yeah, all day, every day.
Yeah.
So 5+ years ago, National Speakers Bureau, a storied brand, became a part of Premier Speakers Bureau. And as we head into 2024, we are excited about the same level of service, same individuals on this side of the phone and email address and text that you will be sending Don, Brian, and the entire team that support them, operating now under the Premier Speakers moniker.
Well, you've asked me, Shawn, what things I'm looking forward to. There's a lot of things. Number one, sometime in the next year, my 6-year mark, I'll be fully vested. At the 7-year mark, all those boxes of documents, I'm going to load them up. I'm going to borrow somebody's pickup truck, and I'm going to take them over to the shredder and get rid of all of that. Some of them are in my former mother-in-law's house. Some are in my rumpus room down in the basement. But I'm looking forward to not having to be careful, explain Premier Speakers Bureau, National Speakers Bureau. It will be all one. I know the marketing people are excited to be able to support just one brand. And whenever there's a big down cycle, like during COVID, there's this rush to quality. And it's sort of like cleans the barnacles off the bottom of the boat. And we're sailing faster, we're sailing together. You're at the helm, I'm at the wheel, and I look forward to what the new year and the future is going to bring.
Brian, you're a good friend.
Thanks,
Great
man.
teammate.
Thank you.